I know you guys focused mostly on defense yesterday. What was kind of where were your goals today?
Defense too, but we did a little more offense today, and then just getting our guys prepared, for how we want to play on kind of both sides of the ball. Another good day. We got after it pretty good in the scrimmage, and it was good. It was good. I'm happy where our guys are at.
Are you happy with the level of intensity you're seeing?
I love it. I mean, it's the only way to be, in my opinion. It's kind of who we are. It's how we want to be the entire time. So, to me, that's should be normal for us. It's just kind of the price of admission for us.
Chauncey, when you think about the point guard beyond Jrue with Scoot out, how are you kind of handling integrating guys and seeing what you have there? How are you going about that?
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of different ways that you could go. Normal playmakers, like Shaedon and Denny, and obviously having Blake Wesley, who is a point guard, and he's going to push that pace. And Caleb also is playing really well. So we got plenty options.
Do you give them each opportunities at different times, or do you know what I mean? How do you go about figuring out who's going to get that role?
Yeah, we'll take a peek at them, at all of them in different situations, different practices, different drills, putting different combinations with different guys. We always like to have multiple ball handlers and playmakers on the floor, depending on how teams play you. So, yeah, they all kind of get their chances.
I think people kind of look at that situation, they assume Denny will be the guy, you'll just integrate your regular rotation. But does a guy like Blake, do they have a legit chance?
Absolutely, absolutely they do.
Why is that?
Because why not?
Yeah.
If they come out here and they earn it and they play well, they should have opportunity. I mean, the guys are playing really good, playing hard, and there's just different. You can have a playmaker or a guy that can make plays that's a real wing. That's different than having an actual guy that's a point guard. It's just different. They just see it differently. And most people is just like, oh no, but he could bring it up and he can get. It's just different.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely they have a chance.
Do you think, even though they play obviously very different positions, Scoot being out could make you guys lean on Hansen a little bit more for playmaking, just because that's kind of his skill set? Is that open some stuff?
Nah, I'm not really. That's not really my mindset. I'm going to use Hansen the same way I would use him if Scoot was playing or not. He is a playmaker, he is a passer, and he'll have his playmaking opportunities just because he's just that good, not because somebody's out. The one thing I love about all of our fives can really pass. So we will sometimes play through them just because we got guys that are good cutters and good slashers. And so, yeah, it won't be because of Scoot's absence. It's because our fives are really good passers.
What's the minutes that you're looking to cut for that role? I don't know how much Jrue will play, so you got to count for a certain amount of minutes.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet. Obviously you don't want to wear Jrue out. He's our most veteran guy. He's our oldest player. So we got to be intentional about that.
What do you like out of Blake? He's kind of the more experienced guy of that group.
He's hungry, man. His speed. I mean, he's picking guys up full court and turning guys. He's being really disruptive out there. And then offensively, I mean, he's one of those really fast, Scoop speed type of guys. He just pushes the pace and keeps pressure on you.
How have you seen Shaedon in this field practice, and do you have any conversation with him in terms of his role in the upcoming season and your expectation?
Yeah, Shaedon has been playing really well. He's been practicing really well. I think he's doing good on both sides of the ball right now. Offensively, he's in a really nice rhythm. He's getting where he wants to go with the ball. Even against our pressure. We pressure, we're very physical. So he's been good in terms of me having a conversation about role. No, I haven't had that conversation with him. And again, roles will be established based on how you play. I don't have that conversation with a guy before we even start practicing because I don't know how he's going to play. I don't know. So it's a little early for that.
I know you guys usually a lot of times have refs that you bring in from the local area. It looked like there were NBA refs here today. Was there a reason why? Or?
Yeah, the NBA, the refs, they're doing a thing with us this year, which I think is absolutely amazing, where you get to pick 2 days kind of during training camp where you can actually have real refs ref your stuff, ref your drills, your scrimmages. The guys get to ask all the questions that they want, and we as a staff, we get to ask all the questions. We get to go over the points of emphasis for the season. And I think just bridge that gap. There's always an obvious division, if you will, with coaches and players and referees. So I think having these opportunities, it gives you a chance to understand that these are just normal people, man, and they're not really against you. They're just trying to do their best. And so I think it was genius, man. I'm glad that we have that opportunity.
Yeah, I guess we only see them when they're in a game, and you're already kind of bringing your game intensity.
Exactly.
Probably having a chance to actually a little bit more low intensity.
Exactly.
Bridge that gap.
Yeah, I think it's cool, man. Yeah.
You get into it with him?
Huh?
You get into it with him?
Nah.
Come on.
Not today.
Bring it early.
Not today.
With the new offensive schemes that you talked about, immediate day, when did those start to catch your eye? And did some of that happen when you played Memphis last season?
Memphis was doing some of the stuff. They were actually, obviously we knew what their offense did early in the season. But there's a couple other systems and situations that I kind of merged a few systems together. But yeah, very early on, as you start to look at our team and see our team shape up, it was apparent to me how I knew how I wanted us to play.
That was like a personnel thing, like you looked at Denny or Stu, it was because of personnel you realized you wanted to play more this way?
Yeah.
What are you seeing out of Klingon? What's his next step for you, kind of big picture?
I think he's doing great, first and foremost. I think he had an incredible summer. You look at his body and you look at where he's at, it's hard to do that. It's particularly for a young guy who's trying to find himself in the league, and I'm really happy with where he's at. In terms of next steps, just him being able to play longer stretches, him being able to really kind of understand what most teams are trying to do and just figuring personnel out. All great defenders, at some point, you don't lean on just your length or your shot blocking. You lean on, I understand and know what that guy wants, and I'm going to beat him to that. That's kind of his next step in studying the game. He's going to get there pretty quick.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, y'all.